I wanted this to be as raw as possible. Um, Today is June 28th, Saturday, June 28th, and I just had a lot on my mind. Firstly, I'm about 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks outside of just turning 30. Um, and there was a lot of things that I wanted to do for myself moving forward, not just for like this year, but like just moving forward in general. Um, on my birthday, June 7th, I paid um, to start bartending classes. My first class is today in like a little less than an hour or so. And I say that to say it feels different. The older you get, things start to feel different. I am one of the older people at my job, not oldest, but amongst the older people at my job. Um, I have always been the youngest person at work because I've worked in places where like it's an office, so there's a bunch of middle-aged older women, usually white women as well. So it's been very interesting. I've been in my job for a little over 6 months, like 7 months now. It's always interesting because people don't think that I'm as old as I am. Like when I told people that I was going to be 30 this year, like a lot of people didn't believe me. People still don't believe me. Um, and I feel like in the beginning it was just like, yeah, I'm still young, and I am. But for a moment, it was kind of just like, well, you're 30 and you are not where you wanted to be, or, where you were when you were 26, 27 is not where you are now at 30. And it kind of just added pressure to me. But then I was just like, you know what? I completely changed my life. I lost everything at 27. I worked hard from 19 to about 25. I worked in corporate America. 26. I worked in corporate America, some of the biggest countries or companies in the world. Um, and I did a lot of good work, and I'm very proud of that version of myself, but I wasn't happy. Like, I was satisfied because I was comfortable. My needs were taken care of. I had money. So I was definitely comfortable, but I wasn't happy. And I feel what I've kind of charged myself with in this decade of my life is to just get back to the things that make me happy, which I feel like is honestly how life goes anyway. Society just tries to make you feel like you're not doing enough, or you're not doing a good job, you're not doing the right thing. Um, right now in my life, I really feel called to just hone in on, not even hone in, but to express more of my spiritual abilities and just who I am as a person, a human being, and a spiritual being. Um, and part of that is alchemy. I really feel that that's something that I'm supposed to be doing. Of course, you have to go through the natural processes of things in life. Like, I just can't be out here bartending without, a license. I could, but I'd rather not. So this is something that I'm going to do. I wanted to become a bartender when I was 18. It really was just like what I thought was like a pipe dream, and just something I would never do because I have anxiety, and I knew working in like um, bars or nightclubs and stuff that was going to be too anxiety inducing for me. But I have a path that I'm going to take, and this is the first step of it. So I really just wanted this to be super raw. Um, how I feel about where I am and what I'm going to be doing. And honestly, I just feel like nobody can tell me anything in my 30s in terms of like, you're not doing enough, you're not doing a good job, because my 20s was filled with me doing things that other people expected me to do. And that's no shade to anyone, because I definitely feel that, again, society makes you feel like you have to do that, especially in your 20s, and things have to be so rushed. I didn't have kids. I didn't get married in my 20s. I still don't plan to have kids. I have a stepdaughter, and that's enough for me. And I'm probably going to get married in my 30s. And I'm fine with that. Like, I'm still young. I still have time to do things, but I'm definitely going to be investing my time and my energy into things that I enjoy doing and that bring me fulfillment and provide for me as equally as I give myself to those things. So today's the first day of me doing that and doing things that I really love. So I'm excited for the journey. Am I scared and terrified? Absolutely. Because I also know that in my 30s, I'm not supposed to be in corporate anymore. The job that I have now, it's cool. It was definitely a holdover job. Like, when I started, it definitely was like, I need money. We we need money. Bills need to be paid now. And I definitely feel like I've done a really great job. I do a great job at work. And at one point, I thought that I wanted to kind of go down that path and do more and go back to school and all of that. I don't want to do that. Again, I worked in corporate for like a decade. I've been working since I was 17. My first job was at Eli Lilly. After that, I worked for Indiana University, North Carolina State University, and Bank of America. So I've done a lot. I've done a lot in my 20s, and I'm so proud of her. But the state of how things are and just how corrupt these companies are, and they don't really care about you, that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. And so I'm not. I definitely feel Spirit has made it clear that that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. Again, with those things comes a lot of money. It does, but it also comes with so much stress. Like, I was extremely stressed out. I had just a lot of anxiety, and I was on antidepressants. I haven't been on antidepressants in about 3 years, I feel, and this is probably the best I've been mentally. Now, that doesn't mean that the anxiety is still not there, and I do take something as needed, because I don't really feel that I should have to suffer in a moment where I do have anxiety just so that naturally I can get myself out of it. Maybe if I'm stressed, I'm gonna take something and I'm gonna lay down, but ultimately my day-to-day, I don't depend on something else to be able to get me through my days. And a lot of that has to do with the holistic things that I've incorporated in my life. So it worked for me. I'm being charged by Spirit to share that with other people, because you never know how what you go through will inspire somebody else. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this decade of my life. And again, I'm excited. I'm definitely excited. It just feels like a new version of me. And I feel sometimes, and I'll definitely document this part of the process as well, but sometimes it's hard to introduce the new version of yourself to constant people in your life. So like family. I know that my family loves me, and I'm not even talking about my immediate family, because y'all are stuck with me, and I hate to say this, I don't really care what y'all feel, because I'm the baby. Y'all knew I've been weird my entire life. I don't know what to tell you, but my extended family hasn't really seen me in a long time. They definitely have not seen this version of me, and so sometimes that can be anxiety inducing. It's just like, your family has seen you grow, but sometimes they keep this they keep a notion, or they keep a past version of you as like your permanent version. And you just never know how people will receive you. But again, I don't care. This is my life. I say all this in love. It's time for me to do for me and to make sure that I am well and happy. And so that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to be documenting this process, and sharing it as I can. It's still very new and weird for me, because I don't do vulnerability well publicly. But again, Spirit is charging me to do some things differently. And I think it's because it's just there's a different realm, there's a different room that I'm going to be in. And so I'm going to show up for that because I deserve it. So, yeah. Thanks.